move around the world. And I think you ought to make it a goal, and you're not too old. And people are flying around the world 20 years older than you, so, you know, you've got 10 years to save that money up.
I'm not worried in that sense, given the fact that August Bank Holiday weekend I did the Marine Death Slide in aid of the Guide Dogs for the Blind. So I've got plenty of go in me, it's just that...
I think you've brought us up on false pretenses, because that's not a fantasy, that's an ambition. It's an ambition, and you want to work towards it. And good luck. Send us a postcard when you get there.
Yes. I wouldn't go on the Marine Death Slide. I wouldn't dream of it. I think it's brilliant.
But no, seriously, you made a very good point. I mean, of course you're not too old at 67. You've not been watching our Not Born Yesterday series, have you? I mean, we've made it very clear. I mean, we've got lots and lots and lots of pensioners going around the world. So go on. I mean, you're right. Turn it from a fantasy into an ambition. Budget, you know, make a budget for it. See how much it actually would cost these days. Anyway, on we go. Very quickly to June Cox, calling from London. I love your one, June. Go on. Hello, yes.
Yes, just a big ballroom, a lovely dress, and a partner to dance with, basically.
I thought you wanted to appear on Come Dancing.
Well, yes. Yes, that's the highest thing.
Well, aim high, right. Aim high. Denise?
You're speaking for half the women in the land, if today's showing is anything to go on. I think that ought to be a fairly realisable dream. I mean, do you belong... How old are you?
59.
Do you have a partner? Is there a man in your life?
Yes, yes.
And does he dance?
My first husband used to ballroom dance with me. He died, I'm married again, and my husband had a motorcycle accident, so he's got a limp. He can't dance.
Well, I suggest that you join one of the many social clubs that exist for people in your age group, you and your husband, and you'll find partners there where it goes the other way around, where the wife doesn't want to dance and the husband does. That can happen quite often. And you could strike up a very nice platonic dancing relationship with someone while your husband was there and was participating and enjoying watching you.
Right, OK.
And I'll come along and watch you if that dream ever goes
we all will. We'll come take pictures. Thank you for calling, June. We had Liz Tappan on the line, got no time for us. She wanted to do the show when Judy and I go on holiday. That isn't a fantasy, Liz. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Well, anyway, thank you very much indeed, Denise.
Yes. Come in and do it, really.
Yes, OK, you're on. Well, tempers fugit as ever with Denise around, but worry not, she'll be back next week with more of the Sage stuff.
And with more of the Sage stuffing is Susan Brooks in our Flavours of the Orient Kitchen. So what's coming up after the break, Susan?
Well, if you've ever wondered what gado gado is, or kariken for that matter, then join me in a couple of minutes.
With me will
fun, and we're up here for the final hour and a half. Now, Alison Hammond, also it's your bit. I was making that up. No, you go on, you do.
Has a drink with Sex and the City, Sarah Jessica Parker. You want this bit?
Yeah. Santa's little helpers are on standby for the reveal of our Pass the Parcel grand total.
And hear what a psychiatrist has to say about this tree. It's been decorated by one of our experts, but do their chosen baubles and lights give us a clue into their personality? Find out who did that tree and why later.
And don't forget, there is still time for you to register your vote for our big Christmas song challenge. If you'd like to vote for me, it's very kind of you. The number is 09011 112 001.
Or, of course, you could vote for me if you wanted to. My number is 09011 112 002. 09011 112 002.
Calls do cost 25 pence, but all of the profits from that will go straight to a charity to help people who need a better Christmas.
Now, Sharon Marshall is back with more soap gossip. We've looked at Corrie, so should we move on now to Emmerdale?
Let's go to the Dales, yes. It's all Baby Belle Dingle. Right, well, what happens is Shadrach is looking after her on Christmas Day. Don't trust your kid with Shadrach. Too much of the old sherry, spark out. Daz comes around with his pet ferret. She goes chasing after the ferret. She falls down a mine shaft. And then Daz tries to get her. He slips and falls, and then it all starts flooding. And this is Christmas Day. Let's have a look.
No.
Hold on! Just one more. Hold on, Belle, hold on!